Hey, Tim.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, Tim.
Too bad.
Hot.
Yeah, it is hot out there.
How you doing, Tim?
Hi there.
All right. We are good to go.
Okay, all right.
So since Deanna's not here, you'll have to call it to order
Okay,
and whatnot.
I can do it from my mic.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
So the meeting will come to order. It is 6:01 and we need to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, and roll call, please.
Hey,
Oh, that's right, Jenny, are you second in charge?
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry.
Not sure.
Hunter as the secretary would be the
Okay.
next in line.
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Gillen,
Present.
Commissioner Lapierre,
Present?
Commissioner Lindsay,
Here.
Commissioner Lucas,
Here.
Commissioner Mankey,
Here.
Chairman Rennie, Commissioner Rio, Commissioner Semi, Commissioner Wilshire,
Here.
Commissioner Forcellini,
Here.
Commissioner Andrews,
Here.
Commissioner Morgenthau.
Here.
You're all set.
Thank you very
As a
much.
point of order, so you have 3 openings that you could seat the 3 alternates. However, if Deanna comes late or somebody comes late, you'll have to unseat them. and-
Unseat them? Okay,
But,
so
yeah.
the formality.
Yes.
So I'm not even sure who might,
So your alternates are Mike Lucas, Mr. Forcelina, and Jennifer.
okay. In that case, for the purposes of this evening, we will put Mr. Is Lucas online?
Mr. Lucas
Okay,
is
Mr.
online,
Lucas, Sorry,
Yes, I'm here.
thank you. I guess for the purposes, here she is. Here she is. So I need I can seat 2 alternates.
You can seat 2 alternates.
Okay, any preferences? I already asked Mr. Lucas, we'll put him in. And do you want to be, or
Sure.
Jennifer, do you want to be
Doesn't matter.
official tonight? Sure. Okay. I have no preference. All right, we'll make Jennifer seat tonight. I don't know what matters. All right, got it under control, I think.
Awesome. Now we're cooking.
Oh, we're good. All right, we got through the pledge, we got through roll call. We're at approval of minutes.
Great. Can we get a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes?
Second,
All right. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. Approval of the minutes. Public participation? Anyone else online?
There is no one online with their hand raised.
Okay.
All right.
Chamber of Commerce report.
Very good. Well, we had our annual business meeting this past month. The new leadership has been seated. We have a full board of directors and we're ready to take on the new year. Obviously, the car show is coming up, which would be a great event. That's next week, Tuesday of next week.
Tuesday.
And
Tuesday?
I think it's Tuesday evening. Yeah, Tuesday evening. Am I
Oh,
right?
it's always a
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's just
Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thursday, and then our golf tournament's coming up. So we're great.
August 3rd.
Everything's really looking good for the chamber. We are up in membership. We had an increase. Just had in the last month, I think we've had 5 new members join. So, and our midweek networking group is growing pretty rapidly. I think we had close to, I think it was 42 people this last one. So
That's
it was
awesome.
very good. So chamber's doing well, very healthy, and they're excited moving forward. So
Excellent. We also added on there for the Newington Center Business Collective Report. I can just quickly report, because I think last time we already reported on Earth Day, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was, okay. So, we're moving forward, getting the bylaws together. I'll be honest, there's not, all of July, we came up with, Soar and Explore Newington. So for all of July, a lot of the businesses, you'll see, wings. So whether it's on like either butterfly wings or any kind of wings, you will see either on windows, or some people are actually making like a 3D, 4D thing that will be out front, and people, something nice for everyone. You could take a nice stroll, see different artwork, see what people came up with to be creative. Just any excuse to get people downtown and to come and hang out. So that will be for the month of July. You'll see a lot of the businesses come doing that. And then I think that's all I have to report for this month, but we'll definitely have more coming. All right. Okay, then we are up to old business, so the fundraising and budget discussion. Are we still on that?
I just left it on for the purposes of the discussion that you wanted to have tonight.
Oh, yes, of course, that goes right into the budget. So did everyone see the email Eric had put out a few days ago? I had asked him we have about $2,000 left over because we didn't, thankfully, we didn't have to use it for prizes for the passport. And then we ended up not really making any headway with the Hobby Odyssey. So we have a little bit of money left over. So I had asked him about two things that had been brought to my attention. One was a community board. So as you guys know, we have one community board in front of CBS. We have another community board. Do we call that the town green? What is
Yeah,
that called?
that is a town green over there in the
Thank you.
center.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
It's smaller and smaller.
It
It used to be bigger. Used to be bigger.
Is that what it was? Like, there used to be more green?
Yeah, when they changed the road, they cut off some of the green.
Got it. Okay, now
Like
I
the
get
one
it.
on Robbins Avenue over there by Gulf Street and stuff, that has shrunk over time.
Yeah.
Yes,
Should be
very
bigger,
true.
bigger.
Very true. So one thing that was brought to my attention was to have maybe another board, more so in the back of Market Square, that maybe was like the other community boards, of course, are utilized by businesses, but a lot of it is Parks and Rec events and different things that are going on in town, which is awesome. But maybe there was more of like a board in the back, kind of more for the businesses to be able to utilize. We are getting more businesses downtown than we have in years past. So maybe having something that they can organize their events or chamber events or collective events, like kind of what's going on downtown instead of just kind of throughout. Or just having a third community board would be nice. And then maybe the back of it could be something that's more of like a push pin community board.
Mhm.
Because we don't really have something like that where people can kind of like walk by and
I don't
Put
know
things
if
up.
you saw the feedback we got, that because of all the redevelopment downtown, it may get taken down and reestablished. That may be part of the new.
so I don't know who
Okay.
saw the email.
Yeah, oh, I got
So
you.
I'm- I'm
didn't
kind of
know.
reiterating the
didn't know
whole
if you saw that.
idea.
Gotcha.
Also, it wasn't very much explained to you guys. It was kind of just community board in the center. So just trying to give a little
I
bit more
apologize.
explanation. No worries.
Okay.
So that was one idea that was brought to my attention. The other idea is that we have no flowers in our big, huge flower beds on Main Street.
Oh,
Don't know if anyone noticed.
Nope.
There's nothing in them.
okay.
So I brought both of these things to Eric's attention. If you guys read the email, you saw the response, kind of saying exactly like the downtown business thing is going on. So do we, and we were just given this grant money. So signage is included in that. So it's probably better to hold
Again,
off
it's up
on the
to you.
community board, but that could be discussed. I'm just giving you guys all
I
the
apologize.
information.
You were
No worries,
so
and then
informative.
we will discuss all. So that was one thing, a community board. The other thing is there's no flowers in these huge flower beds that are out there. So are we able to, we would have to delegate that money to Parks and Grounds? Is that
Well,
how that works?
if you want to, if you want to set some money aside for them, again, I spoke to the Parks and Rec supervisor. He said they would be amenable to, doing that, given some funding. They could buy certain annual plants and, hopefully they keep coming back.
Yes.
Perennial plants, yeah.
Perennial, sorry. The reason this is coming today is because we have to encumber monies tomorrow.
Yes.
So, and that also includes, getting, invoices and et cetera by the end of the month. So if you do want to set aside some money, again, you'd have to vote on it and an amount, and I can let Lauren know tomorrow and she can get the money encumbered and then move forward.
Could I ask a question regarding the money that,
Mhm.
and I did read this. So that money is budgeted money for this year.
Mhm.
What happens to that money if we decide not to do anything with it? Does it go back? Goes back in the budget, stays in the
Goes
budget?
back in the general fund.
Because it stays in the general fund.
You lose it.
You lose it, basically.
Will it
Well-
hurt us next year? Will they give us
No.
less?
No.
So
it's-
it already kind of hurt us because they were like, you guys didn't spend the money. And I'm like, I promise we will next year. So that's why we didn't get a budget increase. We
Right.
maintained the same budget going forward. And that's already done. That's already all voted and done.
Paul Lindsay has his hand raised online.
Yes, Paul.
Hi, yes, question. I'm wondering about for like an idea for that is, what if businesses donated flowers for each pot and we put a plaque in there saying, thank you for the donation and name the business?
So that's a great idea, but literally what we're talking about is that we have $2,000 that this committee did not use. So we have $2,000 that we can choose to spend or choose not to spend. So that's what we need to decide here tonight. Because it needs to be done by tomorrow because of the PO date and all the things.
It's the end of the fiscal year.
It's
so
the end
yeah.
of the fiscal year.
I'm just thinking that the return on that isn't gonna be great. Just, to buy flowers, put it there. We love the flowers, but what's the overall benefit of it?
The
Versus if,
beautification of our downtown.
Yeah, and I guess if there are empty pots, it looks very sad.
So. we were
These
just-
aren't pots.
These are
These are
beds.
Right, they're huge.
just to,
So
like,
they're the big
explain.
concrete ones.
No, these are
Better than
beds.
picturing.
They're
These are
the
flower
beds.
Here.
In front of like rooster and stuff.
in front of,
Oh.
the big,
I was picturing the
huge
big
beds,
concrete.
not just the concrete pots, like the beds are just empty.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. That you might sit at in front of Goldberger's or Carvel, the kids are
Carvel,
walking
yeah,
on them.
yeah.
Yes.
So
So
why don't they have
I had
plants in them
always
already?
thought that, I had always expected those were handled by the town.
They are. They don't have any plans to plant the flowers.
Commissioner Lucas also has his hand raised.
Commissioner Lucas, do you have a question?
Yeah, just one quick question. What if instead of flowers, we planted like a tree or something? Or like trees this way, because flowers tend to die after a year or so unless they're a type of flower that comes back. But if we had like a tree that maybe is a flowering tree, like a cherry blossom, or I don't know, just some other kind of tree that could be used as a beautification and something that can be done year on year on year rather than.
Oh,
okay.
thank you. So
Yeah.
these are the
Yeah.
beds that we're talking about. All of them already have
Have
trees
trees
in
there.
them. And we're literally like, I know we're all trying to come up with other ideas. I think that this is very basic tonight. Like, do you guys want to give them some money to plant flowers in these? Like, I don't know how to make it any easier.
I think we're trying to look for money to spend $2,000 and it's within 12 hours. I think.
Either
I think
everyone
it's-
wants to
it's a
not
waste of-
spend any money,
Yeah.
or do we want to
Let
buy
it-
some flowers that would regrow?
I'm not interested in spending the money.
Got
The
it.
Fire department got cut, the pool needs to be worked on, there's a lot of things in town that need that money, I am not in favor of blowing it just because we have it, as long as it's not gonna impact us next year.
Right.
Okay.
I would,
It doesn't, we
I would
already
let it
have
roll
our.
back to the treasury,
Okay.
back to the general fund.
Okay.
To just spend money because we have it is like,
as long as it's not gonna, as long as.
And it
it's
wouldn't be
not
all, the
consequence.
whole, it doesn't need to be the whole 2,000. I just didn't know if we
Yeah.
wanted to spend a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna ask a question, and I don't know if there's an answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
If the town's responsible for those beds and they're not planted already, is it because there's not enough manpower to maintain them?
I don't know.
It's not a
I can reach out
priority?
to, I can reach out to the
I
park
don't even know if
supervisor.
we could make it a priority. if
I
we
mean,
bought
I-
plants.
I'm a gardener, so I would love to plant, give $500 to plant perennials there, but I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna plant perennials there. And right there, the kids are gonna sit there and they're gonna,
We're gonna
Hit the
pull them.
flowers off.
my grandkids are gonna sit there, not my grandkids, because they're perfect. But somebody's grandkids are gonna sit there on
Okay.
that thing. They're gonna walk around the stairs. They're gonna walk around the wall. They're gonna slip off and step in that thing and they're gonna crush those plants and we're gonna waste $500, $1,000, $2,000, and they're gonna break those plants and we're gonna waste money. If you're gonna put something low there, pack of sand or something that's gonna get,
Or
it's-
white rocks.
but to put money into plants,
Then they have ammo.
it's gonna get,
Oh. I didn't think of
it's gonna get, it's not gonna grow well there. Because
No,
it's
he
just,
makes a good point.
it's not gonna grow with there.
Yeah.
You guys have on your, are your business cards all paid for? Things that you need?
They have, no one reached back out to me about the business card stuff.
Eric, last time at the meeting, I said, we're just good to go. We're ready to, we all told you what we wanted on the business cards. I thought that was getting
Well, there was still
ordered.
a discussion about the email address and I don't know if that,
Oh,
Ever got resolved with-
Universal.
I thought we solidified that and we were just gonna use the email address. People volunteered to watch the email address. I thought this was part of the
Remember
last
that-
meeting. I thought we were done with that.
I will put it down. I
Yes, please
apologize, I
order
didn't-
the cards need to be ordered. It's not,
You need those.
yeah. I thought we talked about that a couple months ago,
I kind of remember that conversation. What did we decide about an email?
that it's just a very general card. And it's just gonna have the Gmail email address because we don't have anything else.
And it's not gonna have our individual names on it. It's
No,
gonna
you
say
can just write your own name.
EDC.
It's just gonna say
Like
EDC,
links.
yes, it's just just Newington,
Those symbols.
EDC.
Acknowledgement cards,
Yeah, wanna do something similar.
That's
Just ran out the other night.
So how much are those out of your 2,000?
It's not gonna be a whole lot,
Couple hundred.
so maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on maybe, I mean, if you order a box of 500, I think it's cheaper than that. We have a contract with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So I would order those then and they'll just us the money go back to the general fund.
Okay. Any other discussion on that or comments? Okay, very good.
Do you have to vote on that, Dee?
I don't think so, because we're not choosing to use the
Not sure
money,
when I don't
only
think
if
we
we
have
were
to.
gonna use the money, right?
Okay.
I think so, yeah, makes sense, okay. So let's, if I can just say, let's, as a collective group, we have a lot of new people on for this year. Let's use this money appropriately, because they did allocate it to us and let's make sure we're.
Well, I think
We should do it.
sprucing up those beds would be a good idea, but we need more thoughtful consideration what we're gonna put in there rather than just
Sandra's not a bad idea.
something that grows low. Pachysandra would be great because if you step on it, you can't kill it. You can't kill it. I mean, I've tried. It just spreads, but that would fill
More
in.
attractive than
It'd be
dirt.
more attractive than just dirt, but
So do we
Some
need
kind
to
of
know
ground cover.
exactly what it is, or we can just vote on giving like them $500 to like do this?
You can, I mean, they may have something in-house that they can use already. I don't know, that I don't know.
Right.
but we should, but you can't do it this year because it's
And I
probably,
think it's probably, the deadline's tight. They may have something they can use. I will reach out to them tomorrow and see if there's anything.
it may
what
be
they're-
too late to plant as well, no?
No, it should be all
You
right.
can still plant it. You should be able to plant it, but
Then it's maintenance, it's the upkeep, the watering and everything else. Once it.
ideally it'd be better with the spring, but
Okay,
something else we can do there.
all right, so moving on, anything else with the budget then? I think we're good then, because now this officially ends.
Starts the new year.
And starts a new year.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Any other new business? Or moving on, any new business, how I should say.
Should we talk here about the 2 million grant?
Yeah. Or is that part of your
Or is
report?
that
you wanna
part-
go over?
If you guys want to discuss it, everybody's aware of it, you can certainly discuss it and I can just partake what I know about when it comes up.
I mean, I don't know enough about it for me to give my 2 cents on anything, so,
So other than that.
Why
is
don't
there
we-
any other
why
new
don't-
business?
yeah, why don't we leave that as part of Eric's report and stuff?
Mine's more of a comment than new business. Next week I'll be attending the CT Main Street initiatives that's going on. They're having an event. This is a nonprofit company that helps with maintaining and helping towns go into their main streets and kind of give them mission statements and different pieces. So I'll be able to report back on that next time we meet.
That's really
Kind of
cool.
get
So
ideas
this
of
is a
that.
meeting?
Yeah, I'll talk.
Say again?
It's a meeting?
Yeah, it's like a summit for them.
Oh.
There's different talks and things that are happening for them. So I'll be attending that and we can, that may be something to consider for Newington. I know we're doing the Main Street plan and already have something involved, but if there's anything they can help us on or just come and speak to us on, I can have that and we can talk about what that maybe something we can use to spend for the budget for the next year.
Okay.
That was something that was considered about maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
By the EDC, maybe even 5 years ago, they talked about the Main Street group.
Okay, so something to maybe resurface.
I think they even had a brief presentation by somebody, I can't remember, it's been a while.
Okay.
But they didn't move forward at the time, I think it was, at that time, it was like $1,500. I don't know what the cost is now.
Is it run by these people called Main Street or the
Yeah,
summit is
it's-
called,
It is CT Main Street. That
that's
is
like
their,
their organization?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Let's see if I can even.
interesting.
Yeah, they basically like evaluate your downtown area. They provide, things that potentially could be done at various levels and, information. I think they even help you with, they do signage and stuff too, some wayfinding stuff, and I think probably into the QR codes and stuff like that now as well. I don't remember because it's been a
Yeah, they
while.
do various different workshops and things. You can have businesses come and like kind of workshop their mission statements or ways they want to see their downtown be improved and
Oh,
various
cool.
different things. Yeah, it's really nice.
Thanks.
So that is something, and I know we've talked about last time I was here, having speakers come and talk to businesses and having we could do quarterly summits for workplaces to have experts come and just speak to people.
Mhm.
And that could be a good use of our budget.
Yeah, that could be very good. Alright. So we didn't really have anything else under new business, so moving forward to town planning update.
So I'll hit on a couple of things first before I get into a little bit of the grant. Not a whole lot going on with the planning commission has been busy with getting our regulation amendments going forward to comply with the Public Act 25-1 about housing. So we've been working on that a lot. There were a few applications last night at TPZ that were approved, including a liquor permit for Sloppy Waffle. For a brunch, more of a brunch type of situation is what they're going for. As you all are probably aware, Arby's has closed.
I didn't know that until I pulled in the drive-through.
Well,
I was like, what?
Sign up.
yeah, they pretty much, they took it down, took out all their fixtures, removed everything. They were quick.
They just cut and run,
in and
yeah.
out. There has been like a 2-week delay on Market 32 opening. I think they're now pushed like July 11th from June. And that probably has more to do with just the renovations of going on in interior. And the plan is to close Price Chopper the night before, open the next day, go forward.
People are excited.
The furniture store that was in with Price Chopper is also closed and is relocated to Waterbury. So that entire building, 125,000 square feet, is available. As far as the town was awarded a $2 million grant for the town center specifically, and that's to work, we don't know what it's gonna be used for at this point. The steering committee that was worked on the master plan is basically being reconstituted to review this. So that will be discussions. I think that's even starting a couple weeks. I think we have our first meeting. So it'll be review of that grant money, what the possible uses are, and they'll have to, that'll bounce around, and I basically will end up making recommendations to council so they can finalize that going forward to how we want to spend the money to help prep for the master plan or to get additional studies as needed, signage, other things that maybe we can do now and get done. Does anybody have any questions?
Just in regards to the group that you'd be following up with on that 2 million before you go to the town council, is that the same group that you did the downtown planning
Yes.
committee with?
Yeah, so but you have two members here.
From here? Yeah.
Yep, Deanna and Mr. Wiltshire.
Yeah.
Are both
Tim.
on that steering committee.
Tim's on there too.
I mean, I was on for the council.
He was on
Oh,
because
okay.
he was a council member, so yeah. I believe Gail might be on it now, it says.
Why does she keep getting elected to do that?
He replaces me.
Yeah, it's basically, yes.
Hey, it's a fun one. We have a good time. What about Taco John? When's that opening?
It's under construction. Yeah, I have that for
In
nothing
the
on,
Ashley Plaza?
for nothing on their opening date, honestly.
Can we talk a little bit about some of the thought processes for that 2 million? Are you at liberty to talk to that yet? About what?
We have not even had our first meeting yet, so if you guys
Nothing
want to
to
have
tell
a
you.
discussion.
I mean, I think it's
for-
premature right now.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't think that this group will have an influence until after the subcommittee there has their chance to talk to town council about it, probably. It's my guess.
I was just wondering if, like, when Paul did his presentation to the Downtown Business Collective at the Community Cafe that morning, he reviewed certain things about streetscape and signage and such. I just didn't know to what extent is that part of the whole plan? Is that something that's gonna be?
No, it's part of the plan.
Yeah.
It is part of the plan. And I'm sure that they'll probably want to get public interest on this again, which would bring us as a group into a voice there. So I think we just got to kind of wait for this group.
So that first meeting is the 23rd, so we'll be able to report back to you guys on July 9th.
Well, that's this month?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
It's just in a couple weeks, right? A week and a half.
yeah. So we'll be able to report back and.
So yeah,
at
and
the
you're
next
right, they'll
meeting
probably have a better
what that
idea
meeting
of
was
what was
versus
discussed,
our
what can be
situation.
divulged
Yeah.
and what the thing.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and then we can discuss
an
those
idea.
things here.
Yep.
And then we can take that back to.
Right, you guys can make your own priority list, so to speak, of things that the EDC would like to see. And you
Yeah.
can advocate for in those discussions with the group and
Right.
see where it goes.
Okay, so if Deanna and Jim are representing this group at that meeting, which you absolutely should be, are you going through the things that we talked about last meeting that, Jim, you weren't here for that?
Mhm.
Deanna, we went through a list of things from both the 10-year plan as well as the town center master plan. And that Todd did a very nice job of putting this together. Is this EDC looking at this and making recommendations on this, as part of this whole thing that's gonna be bubbled up to town council? Because I think that that's part of our responsibility to do that. So
I would also imagine that this is gonna kind of go the same way as last time, Eric, where there's gonna be public participation and
Yeah,
public meetings and stuff. See, we don't even know anything yet, so we'll give you more information after we even go to the first meeting. Yeah.
This is nothing we expected for the downtown master plan. So it's kind of something like got to figure out how to manage it in the middle here. So I think they're doing the right thing. And I agree with Deanna. I think that it's not going to be left to just that committee.
No.
They're definitely, if there's $2 million that's in question, it's already all over the social media platform. What's going to be done with the money? How's it going to be spent? There's gonna be public participation in saying that. I can guarantee it.
I actually saw something about it in the Hartford Business Journal
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yep.
so it's starting to get some,
Oh, yeah, it's got feet.
some notice.
And the Keeney project has got a lot of recognition in the Hartford Business Journal did a huge write-up on that part.
Yeah, and
Where they
I
were
believe
connecting the
people
two
are
things.
in their minds tying the
Yeah.
teeny picture with
Right.
that grant thing,
Yeah.
like, oh, this is only for that. It's not, it's for the
Right.
town center.
It
You know, how many
was,
people
exactly
have said to
what-
me, so
it
when
was
is that gonna
very-
happen? And I said, no, there is no time frame, guys. That was a
Right.
pre-application. This gentleman didn't even buy the building yet, right?
No, they own the building.
They own it.
They own it. They have owned it. Still.
Yeah, this is
that's
the
guy,
owners.
yeah.
This is the same guy?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is the
it's-
same gentleman.
it's
and
hard
I-
when you see an article, you know, and it's all over social media and it shows the pictures of
Yep.
bikini and then it says $2 million grant.
yeah.
With most people, you know,
Yeah, no,
that,
it's
that
nothing
read
It
the
does.
news
It
these
presents
days,
a
they're
perspective
scrolling
that-
through and that's all they remember.
And I can reiterate, there is no formal application for that project at Keeney yet. That was a pre-application to get feedback.
Yeah.
They could redesign plans from feedback they got and make a formal application.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, don't know.
We don't know what we don't know, everybody.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, Eric?
Not really, just small minor stuff. Everything else, the bigger stuff I've kind of relayed. So.
Cool. Any public participation? Is there anybody online?
No one online.
They're all at Newington Coast Country.
They all hung up on
Um,
us.
And commissioner comments? Any commissioner comments? Anything else?
I have one last piece of tourism info, and maybe on old business, we could do like a tourism update or tourism initiatives thing, but
Okay.
recently I was reading a 2024 report from Connecticut Tourism Office. What I was doing is trying to understand like tourism in Connecticut, what that looks like. And what was astounding is that we had 70,000 visitors to the state of Connecticut throughout 2024. And those 70,000 spent $11 billion in the state, which was very, very interesting. And that had an impact of 19 billion and paid for half of Connecticut's jobs or something like that. So I want to keep pushing and keep reiterating that like tourism is very much a spear for us in this state, and so should be part of our initiatives here as an EDC.
I'll just put that under new business for next month, and then if we want to carry it forward, we'll just
Okay, yeah,
take note of
absolutely.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
What kind of historical icons does Newington have that we could push out in the forefront for people to consider?
We have the smallest natural flowing waterfall in the world.
That one.
And the fire department, the little tiny house,
A little tiny house.
100 years old or 200 years old. I gotta look at the date.
There's the house, the guy, the Kellogg Eddie house and the houses.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the open house.
Maybe you guys at some point could put brochures when they have open houses. You can put some brochures out for what houses.
We could partner with the Historic Society here and see what some of the elements are. Cause that's, I mean, not that, we're gonna be like, Mark Twain House or,
So they've done a few things
Yeah.
over the years. One initiative, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they have people at different places around town?
125th, 125, yeah, 2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago, they did that. And then did they also do a cemetery thing?
The church has done, the church has done a cemetery walk. They did one as recently, I don't know.
Years ago, yeah. it was-
And they dress up like the people, cause that cemetery is like 1600s or something crazy, 1700s?
1700.
And so they dress up like them and they stand next to their grave and they tell you all about them.
That's cool.
So I have a question, and I'm risking embarrassing myself if we did this already. Do we have a statement of purpose or a?
I don't believe we have a mission statement of any kind, but we've talked about drafting one.
Kathy,
Great segue.
Was that on your list?
great,
It's not like in the charter, like.
Great
So
segue.
when
Come up
when
with
we
a
got
mission
asked to
statement?
step onto this committee, we asked what we were responsible for and they said, whatever you want.
So-
I'm like, okay, so what direction are we heading?
so can I talk, because that was a great question that I was gonna go into a
Oh,
little
I didn't mean
bit.
to set you up.
No, it was like a perfect segue.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
Last week, I'm sorry, last month, when you guys had, Todd had put this together. Okay, this was the first time that I saw something that was really, in my opinion, impactful from, that we were involved with here and that we
Well, that makes
talked,
me sad.
pardon me?
That makes me sad.
Well, this.
You didn't like anything else that we did?
This was well done, and it got me to thinking, because we talked about partnerships, and I'm like, how are we really partnering? So since the last meeting, I've spent some time both with Todd, okay, talked with Eric some, and I went to look at, because I had the same question. What is our vision? What are the things that we need to do? And I went right to the Newington site, and I'm going to read verbatim. Economic development in Newington means business. We offer an array of services to help businesses grow and succeed. Okay. How? I'm just talking openly, and how can we as a group, put some things together that really hit this. We have a vision, we have values associated with it. Department of Economic Development provides assistance in the development of short and long-term economic development and community development plans, as well as the gathering of information and preparation of studies, reports, and recommendations to achieve such goals. Great. How? And then lastly, I did some more research on this about EDC. I know this from 6 years ago when it was very different, because yes, we did have a person running that, but I'm just trying to make a connection to make sure that we're doing the things that are impactful to what the EDC is supposed to do. And some of this has been really good stuff. I just want to see, can we get a little bit more legs to it? And if that means a couple of us working on certain things, if we have the agreement of the commission to do that, and then we can report back to the chair and the co-chair and such.
I think everyone is welcome to work on whatever they would like. And I think these meetings are there for you to report back to what that is. Everyone is welcome to do whatever they want on this committee.
We have
No
a,
one's watching anybody. or
well, we have a
babysitting.
limit. Are we not supposed to meet in groups of 5?
Well, you can't have a quorum. If you have, if you have
You only
a
have
quasi
four.
subcommittee,
Yeah.
it should be 3 or less for this group.
So two or three people can get, I mean, we
For
spent
this
some,
board, 5 is a quorum,
So anything under that is allowed.
So I think four and less.
4 or less, yeah.
So I think one of the things that we talked about is kind of a problem is the fact that we don't have a paid position for this. This is a volunteer spot with, I guess a lot of the committees in town are. But I don't know if we have a focus. And there's a lot of different ways to go. So we're advocating for at least a part-time paid position.
but that's not happening
That's
this
not
year,
right.
and it's not in the budget for next year.
It's not gonna happen next year, I would.
Right. So we need to do things that we can do without having that.
Grassroots.
Yeah.
Well, my intention in putting this together is, these are planning documents that have been created through public input and people have weighed in. And the Economic Development Commission was assigned certain responsibilities that were laid out in the plan of conservation and development and the town center plan. So this was just kind of my attempt to summarize all of the responsibilities that we have. And my intention was to at least get a status as to where we are with all of these things so we can track them and prioritize and so forth. So I think that goes to Peter's, question with our purpose and the work that we do at the commission meeting, but outside of the commission meeting. So I'm new to the commission, but my career has been spent in economic development. So these are kinds of things that I would focus on. I was a paid economic developer for municipalities. So these are the types of things that you focus on because they're the priorities that have been approved by the council, by the public. So this is sort of our North Star, to follow. So that's why I just put this together more so for myself, but I felt it could be useful to the commission.
It is
As-
useful. Yeah,
as
thank
a
you. And you guys are
template.
welcome to come and report and update
It's
on
very
all of
succinct.
that. That's what we've looked to Eric for. He's the liaison through the town, but if you guys want to be on top of it too, that's great.
So I've sort of talked with Todd. We spent an hour and a half or so last week. Great background. He's got a tremendous background in economic
Awesome.
development. And then we've taken the time as well to, to talk with Eric and Paul about, this. And I've even had the opportunity to talk to Gail and say, I want to make sure that what we're doing has impact. And I think as long as we're okay with, we didn't want to do things in a, Jen, I know that you were away last month, but we talked about getting you involved with this as well. As long as this group's okay with us going forward, reporting back, and then, coming up with these ideas here, we should be identifying to the town council what we think are priorities. We're taxpayers here, right? But we should be the people that look at these and say, okay, this is our recommendations. Are people in agreement with that?
Yeah,
Ask that question again, agreement with,
We shouldn't just be waiting on the town council or Eric and Paul to say, these are the priorities. We should bubble these up, say, we
Okay.
feel that these are our priorities.
Okay.
And as a group, not individuals, but
Correct. No, I think individually. So this is sort of like, I think you guys are looking at this like, how do we as a group do this? And I've been seeing it as everyone needs to bring what they want to the table and make it happen.
good.
Does that make sense? And we help each other do that.
so we can cover a broader.
So like
spectrum.
I've been kind of I have a small business in town. I have a downtown business. Let's do passport. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's not just to help me, it's to help the downtown businesses.
But we all have our own filters.
So everyone has their own things that they have, their own priorities,
Yep.
right? I'm not shy to say it. Mine is the downtown businesses right now. So
That makes perfect
if everyone
sense.
else has other things to focus on and work on, then you bring that here, right? Like Hunter's specialty is all this tourism and helping us figure out this webpage stuff. So
Personal
whatever you
strengths.
bring to the table,
Okay.
absolutely. And we can all work on it together here and not here. Not in more than a quorum setting, but we're
Yep.
here to help each other do those things. But also you're gonna have different priorities than I'm gonna have.
But then we should speak with one voice as a commission
Right.
going forward.
Then
to
we
the
can
council.
work together on
Present
that. We
stuff.
vote
Okay.
on things, right?
Right.
That
We can
makes
take
sense.
certain things to town council if we need to. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just remind, I know I said this before and nothing against anybody, it is economic development for the entire town. It's
Right.
not just the town center or
Right, we
just
have
the
to-
turnpike. I
we
mean, you know,
have to look at the
and
whole
we
town,
understand
right.
that the
Correct.
Berlin Turnpike
I'm
is its
just
own
saying,
animal. I got
Personally,
you.
my priority,
Right,
so
you're-
everyone's gonna
right.
have different priorities, different things.
Or strengths or focus or, yep, yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
But yeah, collectively, I think that's the right approach.
I
You,
agree.
you bring all the stuff to the table, you guys have these discussions, and then you figure out your priorities and, you know, through council liaisons, et cetera.
Okay, that's a
But
good.
your point is we have to focus on the entire town, not just.
Right.
Because I think some has to get focused on just my neighborhood,
Exactly.
you know, what affects my streets there, or my. So.
Right, I mean, obviously, we are gonna be focusing on downtown, we just got this $2 million
Sure.
grant, we have a downtown steering committee thing happening. But yes, there are always these other things going on. It just happens to be that we're in this huge downtown
I was also,
makeover, I don't know.
I was
Hopefully.
absent last week, so I agree. I like the document. It's very helpful to see what
Can you
what
send that to me?
Yeah.
components or what responsibilities are being
It's
delegated.
away,
or-
so I
Yeah,
didn't get a
that's great,
copy
did
of
you
it.
get one of
Yep,
those?
there's
No, I was away last week.
Yeah, if he has another copy,
I think I pushed it out via email to
Oh,
everybody too.
okay.
It was emailed, yeah.
That's right.
Thank
There you go.
The other thing
Thank you
that
very
I'd like to see, this is a real simple idea, is like, I don't have everyone's contact information. Dee and I have yours, Kathy, I have yours, Tim, I have yours.
But not as a group.
Jim, I have yours, Todd, I have yours, Jen, I don't have yours, Hunter. So can we, as a EDC, put out like a contact with Cell and individual email too, so we can connect? Cause I was gonna reach out to Jen, I don't have your information, but, and I'm fine with my information being out to this group.
Do we want to, what if we all responded to the last email that Eric sent with all of our, not putting it on Eric's plate?
I was gonna say, you wanna just write it down real quick and everyone can take.
Yeah,
a
but
picture?
there's other people that.
You know, if
Oh,
somebody can
that's
do a
true.
Google sheet and just push it out there, where you can just
Yeah.
sign up
Okay.
and.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm not good at Google Sheets. I'll let
I
someone
don't-
else.
I can
I'll have my grandkids help me.
Hunter can do that.
Okay.
I think he's done it before, actually.
Really, really good.
Showing my
Yeah,
age,
I
I'm
I
sorry.
work in Google every day.
But that way
The
too,
first
we
one
can
I've
even
seen
get
Susan's
more done,
best.
right? Like if you guys are focusing on one thing and we're working on something, and we're gonna, and then we collectively as a group together.
Have accomplished.
That way it's not
Yep.
just like one thing at a time, like we're
Yep.
all doing.
That's a very good
things.
idea, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm in favor.
Good.
I'm in favor.
Good, works for me.
Cool.
Awesome. Got a few things done tonight.
Any other commissioner comments?
I couldn't say this, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Gail.
I just wanted to, I mean, I realize that a lot of, the discussion has been, we need it, it's not. Blah, but as we said, you're not gonna get it. The resources are scarce in terms of money.
Yeah.
But there's, 8 or 9 resources sitting right in front of me. And you have this general goals that you put together, they're general goals, they're not specific projects. You can't do all of them, you can't meet all of them, but as a group, you're gonna come up with good ideas. You came up with the task force, and you came up with the letters, for recognizing moving classes. You came up with the generators of the downtown business. You have resources in front of you. You also have time. I know it's not just every commission, it's not just once a month.
Right.
There's gonna be things, but what I believe the council looks to commissions, not for us to tell you what to do in terms of specifics. You've got some general marching orders.
Yeah.
It's up to you to use what you have at your disposal and come to us with your ideas.
Yeah.
I think-
We actually don't have any marching orders. That's the whole thing.
But
So,
general- you do-
right, that we have for ourselves. That's what I've been trying. I mean,
There's some general goals.
okay,
And you can be creative. What do you think the next happen? What would,
right.
and so you can create that. You actually have a lot of more, let's say, flexibility in TCD or something. It's just like really bound by, rules, and regulations. You have a lot of flexibility.
We have a lot of flexibility.
And, your $5,000 for next year.
That's what I'm trying to say is like, we're not being told what to do. We can figure out what we can do.
Do among all this help.
Well, I like that perspective of us feeding you, and I guess that's the point of the council,
That
is
is,
you're
yes.
going to each commission or committee and saying, okay, what are we looking for? What do we need?
Well, yeah, and what each commission, we expect them, because
Feed
the
you. Yeah.
people that are on this committee are based on their, you come up, and we say, hey, that's a great idea. It's not up to us to generate the ideas for you.
Okay.
And thankfully, that's all that they've done with all of our ideas. They're like, this is great, this is great, this is
Yeah.
great. The only thing that we got yelled at was because we didn't spend the money. I mean, who would have thought that that's
Really?
something you get yelled at for?
Usually I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
No one's yelled at us about spending money.
I know.
Paul Lindsay has his hand raised online.
Paul Lindsay.
Yeah, back to the budget. I just thought of something. A while back, we talked about some kind of shirts. So like if there's a grand opening, we could put on the EDC shirts and kind of like make a presence. I was wondering if we could use the money from the budget for that, since we're at this point.
Or name tags even.
I was just gonna say,
better.
did we talk about
Yeah.
name tags versus shirts? Because name tags would be a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's not a bad idea.
Something to identify us if we go, or if we go to businesses that talk to businesses, the business card and then some kind of tag. I like the shirt, but if whatever you guys think, but just something to like, hey, we're from the EDC,
Do we want to, I'm sure your business card person can do name tags with badges as well?
I have no idea.
I mean, we did that at the chamber.
Yeah, that's what the
And
chamber
they
does.
were like $3-4 a piece.
Yeah.
Jim, I think you guys just did them as well, but
We've all
they
got
they
them.
don't even have to be personalized. They can just say Newington EDC,
Yeah. I would just have them just say EDC, because then we can just,
Economic Development
Pass
Commission.
when,
Or
when we go off the committee, we just turn our badge into
Right.
somebody else. you know.
Imagine,
Yeah, right?
yeah, the end of the watch.
So,
That's it.
okay, we might have talked about this last time, but it wasn't, how does that get done? So is that something that can be ordered? Is that something that we,
I really need a quote to kind of,
I'll do it.
get a PO cut.
I'll get you a quote on badges.
But I need this for
Tomorrow?
tomorrow.
is it tomorrow?
Well, but even if not, even if we put it in next year's budget.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't-
yeah,
It's
if
not
it's-
gonna kill us. It's
No,
gonna be
it's
a couple $100, so just put it into next.
it's not
year's
even
budget.
gonna be that.
I mean, you
much.
guys could probably in the interim figure out something to do, just,
Yeah.
You guys are all.
Do we have a
crafty and
logo,
whatnot.
an EDC logo or
Not that I'm aware of.
Just use the seal.
The town.
Use
the seal?
Yeah, probably the town seal and then,
Economic
Newington
development.
Economic.
No worries, the town seal will be on the business card, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a magnet on the business card. and
There you
wear
go.
it.
Wear the
or
business
just,
card.
even take the business card and put it in one of those,
Oh, and like a little
one of those
thing.
sleeves.
Oh, look at us.
That would
Here we
work.
are, being
Go,
fiscally
Tim. That's
conservative.
perfect.
A little plastic pocket.
Yeah,
A little
plastic
lanyard,
pocket.
there you go.
Lanyard, there
Do
you
a
go.
lanyard.
And that works. I mean, it's easy
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
I was gonna say earlier, are we still open for comments?
technically.
Okay, so, with any corporation that gets to a point where they're limited in their resources, they usually look outside to like subcontractors, things of that nature. So I'm trying to paint a picture here. I couldn't say this in the last meetings we were in, but I can say it now. I know that the Chamber of Commerce wants to work with the EDC. And if we can facilitate helping getting new businesses into our community, I'm trying to set up an internal task force in this year of go-getters to go out there and ask the question, why not Newington? And with all of the new retail space that will be opening up in the next couple of years downtown here, I think that we could find a partnership per se, where the Chamber of Commerce is helping to bridge the gap of where this volunteer group of people who may not have the time to go out and do it, utilize somebody who's already got contacts out there, tentacles out there on people. So I want to offer that. I mean, we've already talked about it. We're going to do it anyways. But it would be beneficial if we had, the backing of the EDC or the grouping of the EDC to be with, to have that together. And with that, I like to consider having we have liaisons from different areas. And I would rather not be a board member or an executive member, but somebody else from this group be the liaison to the Chamber of Commerce to come to our board meeting and be able to keep us abreast of what's going on in the EDC. So I'll leave that up for discussion, but,
but there's three of you.
huh?
But there's three of you here.
Who's three? Just me and Jennifer?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
she's not on the
So
board
there's
anymore.
two of you here,
Yeah, it's two of us. So
liaison.
I'm just saying, maybe not be one of the board members per se, get an outside voice, so I don't know.
No.
But think about that, but just putting it out there. But I did want to just say, that, I'm making the chamber available to help us, the Economic Development Committee, to find new businesses that would benefit the landscape of Newington. Bring them in. I'll give you, for instance, I had great conversation with a guy in Southington the other day, owns a baked potato place. And it's called Couch Potato. And met with, it's actually two owners, and they're looking to expand. So I said, where are you looking, where are you looking to grow? So they're gonna be coming here looking at property in Newington. And I explained the whole downtown thing to them and, that there's gonna be these new opportunities. So this is the kind of things that I want to bring to the table. That in itself is kind of meets some of the roles of this, where we're bringing new money into Newington through the business channels. I mean, I know there's other things that this board works on, but the actual development of new business in the town should help us, and that's all I want to say about that. I haven't been here in a few meetings. I've been traveling, but this has been my opportunity to throw that out on the table.
That's exciting. Double our reach.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, Jim.
Any other commissioner comments? All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
No, I need a motion to adjourn.
Sorry, I'm already out the door. There we
So
go.
Maybe I said it wrong. I don't know.
No, that's okay. All right, I'll make a motion. I motion to adjourn.
I will second.
Okay.
Excellent. All in favor?
All right,
Fantastic.
kept it in the hour. Way to play.
I know we're off. I know we're off. Can I just say to you guys, with July and August, can you guys please be sure if you are on vacation to let Eric know so that we're not